Hi, I'm Kirk Clyatt. In these times, you need someone who can deliver no matter what is asked. Reporter, anchor, and of course weather. I've got the experience you're looking for. Complete weathercasts, including new material from January, begin at 34 minutes into the presentation.
Elvis's birthday today. If you see him, wish him a happy 75th, 75 years old. He's probably glad he's not in Memphis where it's 9 degrees right now. Look at this, 28 in New Orleans, 17 in Dallas. So it's colder in Dallas than it is certainly in central Pennsylvania.
And this is it. I'd bet a month's rent we're not going to see a daybreak show with a dew point level lower than this. This is a measure of moisture in the atmosphere. So for the atmosphere to be saturated, you would have to have the temperature go all the way down to 13 degrees below zero.
Very cold out here. You just got to keep moving.
This is not something you want to be out in. Is the fact that this storm is still a couple of hundred miles out to sea and is just a minimal hurricane. But you stand out here on the beach at Ocean City for a few minutes and you quickly realize the power and fury of Mother Nature.
At first, I seemed to be staying out of too much trouble. But then...
I should have went for the WWF. The winds are well up above tropical storm force. It's now just past 3:30 in the afternoon. In fact, according to my handheld anemometer, we're getting wind gusts getting up close to hurricane force. Look at that. To have hurricane force, you have to have 74 miles an hour. We are now at wind gusts of 66 miles an hour. Well, I was going to say we were lucky to have a little break in the rain as we get in between the spiral rain bands. As you can tell, that break in the rain didn't last. It's now after 5 o'clock. The winds have diminished actually a little bit, but still being pelted with the rain. And the winds now just picked up, not as strong as we showed you before, but now at 44 miles an hour, and we just felt even a stronger gust.
I'd hate to be out here in a true hurricane. We do have tropical storm force winds continuing. That means winds over 39 miles an hour, and they should continue throughout the evening. Imagine a hurricane as a pie. You splice it into 4 pieces, and normally the upper right quadrant from, say, 0 to 90 degrees, that's where the strongest winds are of the storm. And even though the storm has passed to the south and now eventually up to the west of us, that's generally been the quadrant that we've been closest to. So we've been getting a lot of the winds. Where does a hurricane get its energy from? From out there, the warm waters of the ocean.
But there it is. There's the eye. The outer rain bands are making their way well on shore. Of course, New Orleans is protected by a levee system, so it's below sea level. That water sloshes over the top from Lake Pontchartrain and the Mississippi River. It could be months of cleanup down along the Gulf.
A change of season brings colder weather. Believe it or not, we're actually closer to the sun now than we were last summer. So why isn't it warmer? Because the Earth is tilted. Water droplets form bigger drops, and it rains. If the cloud gets too big, we get all kinds of things, like hail, lightning, and tornadoes!
Catch WB17's Kirk Clyatt, all the weather before 10:30 on WB17 News at 10.
Hey, can we get some water in here? Any meteorologist can tell you the weather, but now I'm bringing the weather to you. I'm meteorologist Kirk Clyatt, and I'm heading out to schools all over the Delaware Valley with WB17's Weather in the Classroom. To find out how to get me to your school, log on to WB17.com.
So weekend should be good. Out for our 40th time this year for Weather in the Classroom, a classic school built back when Herbert Hoover was president, 1929. Bubbles talking about the atmosphere there. The second graders at James Dobson Elementary School in MANAYUNK in Philadelphia. And of course, they wanted to say hi, Mom, hi, Dad, hi, Scott, hi, Mary. One more Weather in the Classroom for this school year. And those kids, they are ready for some hot weather.
Did they give us a shout out, Scott?
We don't die. Oh, they love you guys. Come on.
Really spectacular, crisp weather. And you know, I wish Santa Claus would bring me a meteorologist to talk about this.
Wait, Tim!
Look at
Your
that.
wish is granted. The first of hopefully many
isn't he
Christmas
cute, Mom? Can we
miracles.
keep him?
And look at this. No gloves, no hat.
Believe me, 48 hours from now, you won't be able to get away with that. I hope you had a chance to make the most of the temperatures that we had today.
Where the holiday lights are shining brightly, Kirk.
They are indeed. You know, I got to get the gloves. That's for sure. You can't be outside 48 hours from now without the gloves. I already missed 69 degrees. Was that just yesterday? But it'll be worth dealing with the cold weather to take a look at the incredible lights on the east and west side, the Market Street sides of City Hall. Here, the way the numbers shape up now, we're still at 41. That's not bad, but the wind is kicking in.
With the latest snowfall predictions, Kirk.
That's
That's right, Mary. It is very peaceful right now, a nice midwinter night, but for the first half of December, it is cold. Temperatures today were 13 degrees below normal, and that's the reason we're going to have the snow. If it's any consolation, a little southerly flow, so it shouldn't be quite as cold as last night, but still well below normal. Heavy snow warning, Lancaster to the west, winter storm warning for Philadelphia, and then down the shore, it's a winter weather advisory. Here it comes. The good news, if there is any with this storm, is by, say, noon tomorrow, it'll be all over. The problem is we have to make it between now and noon, and the storm will be hitting hard for rush hour. I know a lot of school kids are probably happy about that. Maybe a day off for you tomorrow, but of course not the folks that have to go out and battle this snow. In Hunting Park this evening is my colleague Tasha Jamerson. Tasha, how are they getting ready for this blast from Mother Nature?
Yeah. And you know, I could get some of these great fashions. I picked up a copy of GQ magazine.
Great magazine.
But
great styles
really,
in there.
Really, would you, I'm just going to rip it right out here. Would you imagine that I'd look good in this? Who buys this stuff?
No, you're pretty GQ.
Who buys this stuff?
I would buy it. I would wear that.
Yeah, but this is a guy, allegedly.
Look at those cheekbones. He's got great cheekbones.
Oh, Jennifer. And then they have a column in here called The Style Guy, where they have a guy, and you read these, it's like letters to the editor here, you know, like Dear Abby kind of letters.
Right.
And here's one guy who says, I'm 29 and I think I dress nicely, but I don't know what kind of shoes to wear with shorts. If that's your biggest problem in life, you are living well.
I have that problem every day.
You don't know what kind of shoes to wear with shorts.
It's important. It's very important.
Gee.
I see that you haven't written the editor in the last few
hey,
weeks.
this outfit is actually somewhat coordinated.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Blue doesn't really, but it's fine. It
The
will
blue,
work for
it's
Friday.
got little blue.
The weekend's got.
We'll have to read another letter from GQ. Some of these letters, it's like, these people, are you for real? You've got to be made up people, but
it's an important question.
I guess not.
Shoes are very in right now. Men and women, by the way. How's the weather?
It's good. It's good, actually. Some high clouds still hanging around, but they'll dissipate as we go through the day. What happened to Dean? Wasn't that going to be a hurricane? Well, it was, but you know what they say about the best laid plans. How about your plans to head to work this morning? Joy Pons has got the information you need. What, did you see that outfit? That Gucci?
Okay, well, I have that coat, A, so maybe on me. Shoes can make or break a guy.
Really? Well, look at these. I even have brown, even have matching. You like these shoes, okay?
Yeah, are they new?
They're all right?
They're not bad, Kirk.
What's that?
They're not bad.
They're okay. You know, I think they're all right.
Yeah, they're better than your tennis shoes.
Yeah, you're right. All right, now what about, I like this is good stretch.
Yeah, I do that often.
It feels good. What about traffic this morning?
It's pretty good. And we do have that fog. Watch it, Kirk.
Last year, I remember you were proud of showing your hand, saying no gloves.
That's right. Here at Gloveless in Philadelphia, 2 years in a row. Can you believe this? Of course, the parade been going on since 1901. And, you know, if Mother Nature was here, just give her I'd give her a big kiss on the lips for this weather that we've got.
Kirk, who you sidling up to now?
Well, we've got here the red hat ladies. Now, I understand. What, you're over 50?
We're over 50.
No.
We just want to have fun. At Harvard Township, New Jersey, we rock.
I think you've had more. You're one of the few people here having more fun than me.
Oh, we're having a ball. Did you see our four-poster band?
That's right. Wait a minute, Red. How'd you get here?
Well, I'm the bus driver. I brought him up, and I marched up the street with him, and I had a ball.
They've converted the bus driver, the Red Hat ladies. They are. I can tell Philadelphia's more fun. Back to you. And have fun. Don't keep him in control, would you, on the way back?
Well, it's going to be hard, but I'll try.
Do what you can, all right? I think these folks are having even more fun than I am. It's getting so hot out here. January 1st, and it's hot. You gotta love it, Steve.
More like the summer mummers.
Yeah, the summer mummers. You bet. It certainly is.
Tonight, an ordinary man versus a team of extraordinary athletes. Kirk Clyatt goes head-to-head with a Baltimore Blast and finds out soccer isn't all fun and games. Blasted. Tonight's cover story on Fox 45 News at 10.
Pro soccer, the Baltimore Blast trying to bounce back from a devastating loss of one of their key personnel. Now, in case you missed it, weather dude Kirk Clyatt was working the nets at Blast practice last week when quite a fluke happened. He actually stopped a shot. The result? Hey, you're not going to believe it.
Oh my God, I did. I broke my hand.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to flex it down.
God.
Jeez.
Did you get it?
I felt it drop. We're going to cross our fingers and hope that this thing works.
Okay, great.
Well, technically, just a dislocated thumb. It didn't stop him from returning to TV to nail the forecast. Yeah, right. Braving the brutal pain to work the weather clicker.